everyone, welcome back. So today I have a perfume collection or fragrance collection, whatever you want to call it. In one of my recent videos, it was a haul. I showed a couple of new perfumes that I had gotten and I said, hey, does anyone want to see a fragrance collection? Because I've watched a few people do that video. I didn't know if it was going to be something. I was personally interested in what they were talking about because I had seen fragrances that they had recommended in the past that I had purchased. So I kind of knew that I was gonna like they're like along the same lines, because fragrance is really hard. You know, it's not something that you can visually, you can see the bottle, but you can't smell it, okay? So to recommend a fragrance is like a hard video, but if you've smelled one of the fragrances kind of that I've talked about, you kind of know like what I like as far as scents go, and I think then you can trust me. So like there's one maybe I should just start off with as like my full disclosure disclaimer, which you guys all know is Britney Spears Fantasy. But okay, the thing about that is it smells like cotton candy and it smells delish and everyone likes it, but you're gonna have to go to Walmart to get it. So, or I think Target has it now too, but anyways, Kohl's too. But I've seen it the most places at Walmart. I'm getting off track already. Okay, so for this video, I'm gonna show you all the scents, and then I went online on Sephora's website, which is where I found most of them, to link them all down below, as well as to find the notes in them. So I'm gonna try and have some type of splice screen up, so we'll have the perfume and the notes, and then just, I don't know, it's not like I'm gonna tell a story about every single perfume, but I mean, I get attached to things, you know, scent memories and all that kind of thing. I'm not gonna tell a story, I promise. I won't tell stories about every single scent. I'm just gonna say like what I like about it. Besides that, it smells good. Okay, so let's just hang tight. Hopefully this video won't be a train wreck. Let's go. I store all of my perfumes in this big old mirrored tray. Now this, they're just like kind of shoved in here right now because I was looking up all the scents and stuff, but I usually have them all standing up and really pretty on here. This tray, you can see like all of my filming stuff. Hello! This tray is from Target. It's a nice heavy mirrored tray. I got it for like a steal. There was, I don't know what was wrong, but like the website was listing, I think it's from Threshold, the brand Threshold. It was in the home decor area. The site was listing it for like, Target site was listing it for like $8. So then they had to do a price match. So I didn't even realize Target did price matches, but they do. So they price matched, I mean, they do it to all other websites. Like if you find something cheaper on another website, they'll price match it. So they price matched it and I got like a bunch of those trays for $8. So I think they typically run $33. I would have paid $33. I love that tray. It's just really beautiful and nice, but you can find probably a cheaper alternative at TJ Maxx. Has like really great mirrored trays. I know they always have them either in the bath area or in the home area. Okay, so I'm just going to start off. These are in no particular order. However, I will tell you what some of my most used scents are when I come across them. This one is the Gucci Eau de Parfum number 2. Now this was a recommendation from Kathleen of Kathleen Lights. Her and I have like very similar what we like in perfumes, so I knew when she talked about this I had to get it. This is a very interesting fragrance. I'll tell you, when I first smelled it like in the bottle, I was like, huh, and then I sprayed it on and I was like, yes. It almost smells like a little bit of like a margarita and I don't know, like a very fresh scent, but not typically something that I would go for. It smells like living proof hair products in like a good way. I like that scent. I can't describe it, almost like sea salt in it too. But let me tell you the notes. The notes are mandarin, bitter orange, maybe it's that bitter scent, violet, blackberry, jasmine, and cedarwood. Now, I learned something about perfumes when I was collecting data for this video. Why you gotta name stuff so crazy? There was some stuff in there that was like, from the top of the mountains, vanilla, or like ballerina violet. I'm like, it's just plain violet, okay? There's not a difference. There's not ballerina violet, it's just violet. So I took the liberty and edited out some of the fancy words, so I just put straight whatever the word it was. So if there's a difference that I'm unaware of, just beware that I took some liberties when I was breaking down the scent notes, because I was not about to be like, from the deep dark woods of the eucalyptus forest of, you know, Zimbabwe. I don't know. I will say this doesn't last as as long as I want on the skin. It still smells really pretty, but it's not the longest lasting scent that I have. But I do really like the fragrance, and I think it smells really, really good on the skin. I love it more actually on the skin than I love it in the bottle, but I mean, like, I love it all together. It's just not what I expected, but not in a bad way. Okay, next I have these two scents from Elizabeth and James. These are the Nirvana Black and the Nirvana White. Now, they both smell differently, but they're made to be paired together as well. So the black smells like violet, sandalwood, and vanilla. I love this one. I think that it smells like sexy, a little bit more date night. I would say that this would be more of a date night fragrance, but I mean, I'll wear it during the day. I'll wear all these fragrances during the day, but this is a very more like seductive and sexy fragrance. Now the white I feel like is more daytime. I mean, obviously like white and black, like mysterious, and just like, this is a more fresher. So the notes in this one are peony, mugwort, I'm not quite sure what that is, and tender musk. So this is, like I said, more of a fresher scent. I do love these both paired together, but I do probably wear them separately more than I wear them together. But you can just do like a few spritzes of one, a few of the other. They pair really, really nicely, but by no means do you need both to create like that signature scent, but I really like them. My friend Sarah from Beauty Buzz Hub gave me these for my birthday. She's so sweet. But I really love these, and I think they're a favorite of a lot of people. And like, I just really love the packaging with like the gold detail. Okay, next up is Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb. This is a favorite of a ton of people. I think I heard about this scent for like years when I started YouTube. It was like that perfume that I think everyone's go-to. The notes in this are Simbac Jasmine. I'll just call it Jasmine. Centifolia Rose, Orchid, Freesia, and Patchouli. You see how they just like to get crazy with like name and stuff? This is like an everyday fragrance, but I think that you can really smell the patchouli in this. So if you don't like patchouli, I think that this really has that like undernote of vanilla and patchouli, basically is what I would describe this scent as. I have the smaller bottle. I love it. It's lasted me. It's one of those scents that I feel like people stop you and ask you, what are you wearing? Okay, this fragrance is the Flowerbomb Extreme. Now, this is like very much more of a, it's like Flowerbomb, but it's just like way more intense. Like obviously it says extreme. This is like the nighttime version of it, I would say. This has notes of bergamot, jasmine, rose, patchouli, vanilla, and woodsy notes. So those woodsy notes add an extra richness, I would say, to the scent. Yeah, so it smells very similar, but it just has that a little bit deeper scent, and then a little bit more of like that nighttime, I would say, just extreme, like it says. This was a gift from my friend, and I love it. Like the bottle isn't necessarily black, but it's like this deep dark purple, and it's just really pretty. I just like the way it sits on the perfume thing. Is that weird? I mean, I shop scents sometimes by their bottles. I know that's, I mean, it's not that it's that important to me, because I'll wear something if it smells good, but I just like to shop it by their bottles sometimes. Okay, the next up is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This is one of my favorite scents ever. This is like a go-to for me. I've probably had so many of the spray bottles, because at Ulta they carry like the sprays, like not a roller ball. I don't fool with roller ball. I like to spray it. But I love this scent. This is like very fresh. I think it's very youthful. I think this scent for a lot of people is one that, I mean, my husband really likes this scent. I think this is something that a lot of people wore. Maybe I was late to the train on this. It's one of those, like, I'm not gonna say it definitely smells like a girl, but it's a little bit more on the side of like unisex, a little bit. It has like a slight unisex scent to me, at least I think so. It says it smells like Sicilian citron, bluebell, Granny Smith apple, jasmine, bamboo, white rose, cedarwood, amber, and musk. Maybe that's not that unisex, but I love the scent of this, and it's definitely one of my favorite and go-to perfumes. Okay, Tom Ford's Noir. This is a new scent to me. You guys, this is basically like sexy in a basket. Like, I can't even tell you. It smells so good. It's not a scent I would ever pick out for myself. It's very rich. It's very date night. It's very like sensual. But it is like very, very beautiful on the skin. I don't know if it's just the way it reacts with my pheromones, but I smelled this on my friend Julie when we were at this girls' weekend, and these guys in an elevator were like, oh my gosh, you girls smell so good. I'm like, it's her. It is her, because this scent is just like, I was basically like following her around smelling her because it smells so good. So let me tell you the notes. This has mandarin oil, bitter orange oil, ginger extract, rose, jasmine, orange flower, Indian coffee, accord, vanilla Madagascar, amber, and sandalwood. So this is just, like I said, a definite like new favorite, but it's not like an everyday scent. This is like a special like date night, special event type scent, and be prepared for people to be like, what are you wearing? Okay, this is YSL's Black Opium. This is another new one. My friend Dana got me this for Christmas. This scent is like, oh, I love this. This is like Victor and Rolf's Flowerbomb and Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black had a baby. It smells sweet. It just smells sweet and sexy, and I just love it. I love this fragrance, and it's definitely like, I think you just need to go and give it a whiff. It smells so good. This has notes of coffee accord, orange blossom, cedarwood, and patchouli. So I mean, I wear this during the day, but it's also like a great night fragrance as well, just because it has those sweet notes as well as that patchouli. It just it smells so good. This next fragrance, I will have to say, is one of my favorite fragrances of life. Every time I wear it, I get compliments. I love this scent. So please go and smell this one if you are watching this video and you're wanting to purchase a new perfume, or if you join Scentbird, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But this is Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. So you have to get the pink one because there's a difference. This one has notes of yuzu, pomegranate, raspberry, peony, magnolia, lotus flowers, amber, deep jus wood, and musk. You guys, I can't even tell you. This is one I get so many compliments of. It's like fresh and fruity and perfumey. I don't even know. I love it. I love it so much, and it almost like captures your nose. Like, I know that sounds so dramatic, but literally you smell it and you're like, Okay, Bobbi Brown's Beach is the ultimate like beachy summer spray. This literally smells like coconuts and sunscreen. I mean, it smells like sunscreen and the beach. It smells like vacation beach, like not just like, oh, at the plain old beach. It smells like straight up expensive white sand beaches. There's a difference. The notes in this are jasmine, sea spray, and mandarin. I'm like literally obsessed with it. I love this, and I think that it's like the perfect, if you're looking for like one that you don't want to smell too like perfumey, but you want to just, this is like your vacation. Like vacation in a bottle. If you take a lot of summer vacations, you need this perfume in your life because it just makes you smell good and like vacation-y. Okay, this scent was recommended to me from my friend Stephanie. Her channel is Babs Beauty. I love that girl. You guys have to subscribe to her if you're not already. But she recommended me Escada Cherry in the Air. She said this is one of her favorite fragrances. Escada has a bunch of really great fragrances. This is really sweet, and I find that it doesn't really last that long on my skin, but I love the way that it smells. This has notes of black cherry, raspberry, mandarin, marshmallow, gardenia, coconut, sandalwood, and oak wood. So this is a really, really nice scent. I would say it's, you could wear this all year long, but I would say it's a really pretty spring and summer scent. So Escada Cherry in the Air, and I really do love this. I mean, obviously most of these fragrances I love. So I mean, I'll just have that disclaimer. Okay, next up, this is a limited edition scent, so you might be able to find it at some like Perfume Mania type place, but this is Juicy Couture Lala Malibu. It has notes of mandarin, orange, green apple, blackcurrant, guava, rose petals, peony, lily of the valley, and musk. This is just a very like sweet smelling fragrance. I like this. It just smells like very fresh and perfumey, but still sweet. So, but it's limited edition. So, I mean, and I really haven't used a ton of it. I mean, look, I haven't used a ton of it. It's not my most favorite, but I like it. I don't even know if this one is sold anymore, but this was Coach Poppy. This has notes of amber, sandalwood, apricot, jasmine, and rose. Actually, I don't love this. I know I just said I love all of these, but I don't know if I have like a bad scent memory with it, but there's some time I was wearing this and I wasn't happy. So, cause it like doesn't bring me happiness to smell it. That's really weird. I just realized that, like as I was smelling this, I was like, oh, that doesn't make me happy. You know, if you're wearing something and it's not triggering anything to me, but it's just triggering not happy. So, I don't know. It smells good, but it doesn't make me happy. I probably sound like a lunatic. Okay, this next fragrance is straight up like if you wanna smell like a cupcake, if you wanna smell like a sweet treat, if you wanna smell like a bakery, powdered sugar, like vanilla. Ugh, it smells so good. Literally, this smells so good. It's cheap too. Well, it's not expensive. This is Compactor Sud Pacific. The notes are vanilla sugar, heliotrope, vanilla absolute, and milk. You guys, I can't even tell you, this literally makes you smell like a sweet treat. It makes you smell like you came from the bakery. I love this one, and I found it at Sephora. I think Candy Johnson recommended it, and she said she always gets stopped. It reminds me a lot of the Fantasy by Britney Spears, which is like just has my heart. Speaking of the love of my life, I only have a small one of her. Why, oh why? This scent is like, I don't know. It smells like cotton candy. When I was teaching, I think it was like one of the first years. No, it wasn't my first year teaching. It was like within my teaching, I had an assistant and she wore this. Her name was Lindsay. And I was always like, what are you wearing? It smells so good. And she told me it was Britney Spears Fantasy. And I was like, oh shoot, I don't know if I can do that. Because my husband will make fun of me if he hears I'm wearing a Britney Spears perfume. Because at this point she had shaved her head and gone crazy. So I was like, well, maybe she hadn't gone crazy yet. I don't know, but she didn't really have that great of a reputation. And it's always kind of sketchy to buy perfumes made from celebrities because sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not. Anyways, off track. This smells like cotton candy and sweet goodness, and I always get asked for what I'm wearing. I've talked about it so many times because it's like that perfume that you're like, I'm wearing Britney Spears. But it smells so good. Track it down at Walmart, Kohl's, Target, just find it. It smells... You'll love it. I mean, you have to. If you don't love it, then don't tell me if you don't love it, because it's like basically what I like to smell like. So then you're trying to tell me that I smell bad. It has kiwi, red lychee, quince, white chocolate, cupcake, and orchid. The main note in it was cupcake and white chocolate. I don't even think it smells like white chocolate. It literally smells like cotton candy, but not too sweet, like perfect. It's like the love of my life. Thank you so much. 2 more scents left, and they are in Scentbirds. Now I want to talk about Scentbird really quick. This is not a sponsored video or anything like that. I am obsessed with Scentbird because you can get for I think it's $14.95, you can get a 30-day supply of perfume, and they have tons of scents. And it used to be only subscription, but recently they just changed it that you can get as many as you want for $14.95. So it's like a la carte. So you don't have to have a subscription. So if a lot of you guys were just like, oh, I don't want one every single month, but you're shopping for a perfume, you want to be a little bit of a sleut, if you know what I'm saying, and try out a whole bunch of different scents before you commit to one, this is the way to go. I literally love the idea of Scentbird. They contacted me a long time ago, right when they first started, and I was like, yes and yes, this will be huge because everybody loves to smell good. So the 2 that I have in my little cases, and they have like a white case and a black case. I think they actually said that they might be just changing to the white, which is really nice and sleek. Perfect for travel. You just twist them up and then you can pull it out if you want to change the scent. So I have several different scents that I kind of pull out, but I wanted to show you the 2 current ones that I've been using to just include them in my perfume collection, because one of them I've had in full size before and I like have so many good scent memories associated with it, and then the other one just smells really good, so you need it. Okay, this one is DKNY Be Delicious. I love this scent. My dad bought it for me when I was in college. Maybe it was high school. No, it was college. and it was like for Christmas, and so every time I smell it, I'm just like, oh, I think of my dad, because he like picked it out and everything. So it has American apple, cucumber, grapefruit, magnolia, tuberose, violet, sandalwood, tender skin, accord, blonde woods, and white amber. What are blonde woods? Are there brunette woods too? Okay, but the second one is Marc Jacobs Decadence. This one has notes of Italian plum, iris flower, saffron, jasmine, and liquid amber. It smells so good. It's kind of like YSL's Black Opium, and I don't know, a little bit more sweeter than that. It just has different notes, but like more vanilla-y maybe. But I love Marc Jacobs Decadence. Now Scentbird, like I said, has so many different fragrances, and you can choose below. If you guys are interested in signing up, I'll see if they give me any type of coupon that I can link down below if you're gonna be trying it out for the very first time. But I love the idea of it, and like I said, they have it for men as well. So you can get colognes and stuff. It makes like a great Father's Day or birthday gift or whatever. Yeah, so anyways, Scentbird is an amazing way to go. That wraps up my perfume collection or my fragrance collection. If you guys have any of these fragrances, okay, if you know any fragrances that I didn't mention that you think based off of what you saw that I might love, let me know down below, because I have a Scentbird subscription, so I can look for it on Scentbird, as well as I'm always up for a new perfume. I like to smell very nice. I like to smell fresh to death all the time, so I like to have a nice scent going, and obviously I have a ton of perfumes, but I'm not against having more. So just let me know some of your favorite scents down below, and let me know if you guys pick up any of these. Like, just somehow come back to this video or snap me or find me on Instagram and let me know that you have purchased one of the scents, if you like it or not. And if you don't like it, you can tell me too, except for don't tell me if you don't like Britney Spears, because then I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm just kidding. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.